All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start by giving all honor and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rachai Kodash, double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, whom I learned the truth from. Shalom, peace and blessings and safety to all you sincere Akim, pushing the word and truth and in sincerity. Shalom to the Akwaf that listen and tune in as well. And the title of this lesson is going to be America, which is known as Babylon, is finished. All right, this place is finished according to biblical prophecy. And, I got a few clips I want to go into and some scriptures as well. And Lord willing, to be edifying. All right, and the first video clip we're going to get into was put up by NBC News. And it reads, Americans are angry and worried about the U.S. future. New NBC News polls shows. Okay? So, this is aligning with biblical prophecy that, these Edomites, they're, loosely paraphrasing the scripture that says, I will set Egyptian against Egyptian. All right? It's playing out right before our eyes because you have a lot of Edomites who are starting to see that, America, their beloved America is going down the toilet, all right? And these cold-blooded, these diehard Americans, they're angry, all right? And they're worried about the future of the U.S. Well, according to biblical prophecy, America doesn't have a bright future, all right? This place is destined to be destroyed by thermonuclear fire. All right, but before that happens, you're gonna have all hell break loose, which is looking to be very soon. All right, it could be this year, it could be the beginning of next year. Just speaking as a man. But nevertheless, let's go ahead and get into this video clip.
Morning to all of you. We are less than 3 months before the midterms, and our brand new NBC News poll paints a pretty bleak picture. Americans are angry, they're disappointed, and they are worried about the future of this country. Just 21% of adults say we are heading in the right direction. And once again, 3 out of 4 Americans say we are on the wrong track. In fact, this number, never before in our poll, has this wrong track number been over 70% for this long. It's been nearly a year now.
All right, so 70% of Americans see where this country is going, man. All right? These Edomites are starting to wake up. And some of these other heathen nations as well. Some of Jake, on the carnal level, is starting to see that this place is through, man. But the majority of the 2/3, all right, of the Negros, Latinos, Native Americans still are holding on to this place. Trying to build businesses and really taking into the build America back better. Hey, this place is through, man. And just scrolling down to some of these comments, and people are seeing that America is finished. All right, but when the masses of these Americans really realize what these these elites, what these wicked ass politicians have done, that's when that civil war is gonna pop off. Gonna take up that arms. They're gonna take up arms and go after these politicians. All right, and that's biblical as well. And I got another video clip showing you something Joe Biden has done. All right, it's getting ready to go down, man. Let's see, there's a comment I wanted to grab. All right, no, we don't need to grab the comment. Let's go ahead and get our scripture. First scripture is Ecclesiastes 12:3, and it reads, "In a day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few." All right, going into your work, and grinding is ceasing. All right, I just seen an article where you had 50% of employers are getting ready to start laying people off. All right, getting ready to start dumping people, off the workforce, man. And that's going to be catastrophic to this economy. All right, because when you lay people off, they're not spending money. All right, they're trying to, keep the rent paid. They're trying to take care of the necessities. They're not going out, spending extra money. So that's going to cause even more businesses to collapse. This is going to be a free for all. And those that look out of the windows be darkened. All right. So, hey, people are starting to see that there is no future here in America. All right. That's why you have a lot of these heathens, packing up, going back to their countries. I was watching a video where you had a Hamite woman, right? She declined, a well-paying job here in Babylon to go back to her homeland, Kenya, all right, over there in Africa, man. So these heathens are starting to see, these other heathens as well. They're starting to see, that this place, America ain't, it's not the golden city that it once was. All right.
58%, by the way, say America's best years are behind us. That's an all-time high in our poll. So what is behind this rise in pessimism about our country's future? Well, it starts with this. Americans don't like either party, and they don't like anyone in power. Take a look at this. Both political parties are very unpopular, one slightly more than the other. It's a similar story with both the current and former presidents, with the former president's negatives actually rising a bit faster than we'd seen since our last poll. The current and former vice presidents,
all right.
Also,
like I was saying, these people, these Americans are starting to see that these politicians, these so-called politicians and governors and leaders, man, they ain't for the people, all right, and that's gonna bring on that all hell breaking loose. That's gonna bring on that civil war. This is Jeremiah 51:8, and it reads, "Babylon is suddenly fallen." All right, suddenly fallen, meaning what? Let's go into this word, suddenly, quickly and unexpected. All right, so these people are going to be caught off guard by this place, falling. They're not expecting, especially these Edomites. They aren't expecting America to be destroyed. They aren't expecting this place to fall. They're expecting it to bounce back, which proves that, these Americans, these Edomites, they don't really believe in the scriptures, because if they did, they would, understand that this place is not meant to rule forever, all right, and it's going to be destroyed. It's suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain. If so be she may be healed, all right? Jeremiah 51:9, and it reads, "We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed." All right, this place is not going to be, it's not going to, be built up. It's not going to be, brought back to its former glory. This place, America is through. It's done. All right, the elites have no use for America anymore. They're bringing in their new digital system. Wherefore forsake her and let us go, everyone into his own country. All right, and that's what you see a lot of these heathen nations are doing. I was going into the Hamite who declined, a well-paying job here in America. All right, to go back to her country, Kenya. All right, and build up over there. She's done with America, man. So people are seeing that this place is on the decline. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. All right, so this place is about to receive judgment. All right, the famine, the pestilence. Yahweh Shema Shai bringing storms to this place. the Civil War. You know, this place is about to receive judgments, man. All right. And let's go ahead and grab our next video. You know, because, you know, these politicians and so-called leaders, they know where this country is heading. You know, they know what's about to go down because they're insiders. You know, they know the plans. And this is why you have 6 hours ago, you have Biden building a wall, all right, a $500,000 security wall around one of his houses, man. Why is he doing this? All right, you gotta ask yourself, why is the president building a $500,000 to $1 million security wall around his home? Because these elites know what's about to go down, man.
Welcome back. Startling new numbers from the southern border revealing the disastrous impact Biden's lax border policy is having on communities across the country. Fox News learning that over 2 million migrants have illegally crossed and been apprehended at the southern border for this fiscal year. And there are still 2 months to go. More than 2 million already. This comes as shocking new video shows federal agents unlocking a gate at the border to allow migrants to cross. Come on in. Meanwhile, as this is all unfolding, President Biden is having a wall built around his vacation home in Delaware, with Homeland Security paying for it. Homeland Security picking up the tab of $500,000 to build a wall around his house. This despite Biden refusing to continue building a wall at the southern border, which of course was started under President Trump. Joining me right now is the Lieutenant Governor of Virginia, Winsome Sears, and Lieutenant...
Right, so you see it? Why is President Creepy Joe Blow Biden building a $500,000 security wall around one of his homes? All right, because they know. All right, and they know this scripture I'm about to read is about to come into play. All right, these elites, for the most part, you know, they have a small understanding of prophecy. All right, so which is why they refer to themselves as the Illuminati. All right, the enlightened ones. They know what's about to go down. This is 2nd Ezra 15:16, and it reads, "For there shall be sedition among men." All right, when you go into this word sedition, it means an angry gathering or uprising against, you know, the government. All right, which is why Biden is building a wall around his house. All right, it's getting ready to get very ugly out here. And invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes. All right, their presidents, their senators. And you're going to see a lot of more of these governors and senators start to follow suit what Biden is doing. All right, building, you know, these walls around their homes, and their course of their actions shall stand in their power. All right, so people are going to be going just like you had over there in Sri Lanka. You know, the citizens were going to the prime, you know, the ministers, the prime ministers, whatever you call them, in their country over to their home and beating them up. All right, putting them to death. All right, that's going to start happening over here very soon, man, because people are going to see that their government sold them out. They're going to see, you know, that these elites were you know, these elites were behind all this madness. All right, the C-19, you know, the monkeypox, all these things that are taking place. People are going to start to see that these elites are behind this stuff. So these people are going to go buck wild out here, man. All right. So, you know, with that, we'll go ahead and end this lesson, Lord willing. This lesson be edifying to the next time. Shalom.